Hi, my name is Nico, and I'd like to share a few thoughts with you today. I don't know about you, but one of the things I miss the most is actually gathering with other people to worship God, meeting God with others, just being in the same room and all singing out to God, and then kind of feeling the presence of the Holy Spirit touching us and just that energy that comes from worshiping with others. And in my life, I always have these peaks or moments with God which actually encourage me to continue and give me a strength and enthusiasm to continue searching for Him, reading my Bible, just continuing my Christian life. And it's usually when I gather with others and we just feel God's presence together, it's where I get most of my energy. And during lockdown, that's one of the things I most missed, not being able to gather and worship with others. But if you think about it, in our lives, we have these peaks and these moments with God that kind of energize us to continue. If you look at even the church calendar, it's got a flow in which we have Easter and we remember what Jesus did for us, and we even go to the pond and have a service outside with many other Christians. We have Christmas where we have loads of people coming to church and all the excitement of that. We have different times and periods in our lives where we get all this encouragement from being with others, but especially in meeting God with others, because there's something special about worshipping God with others. Jesus says, when two or three gathered in my name, I am there with them. So there's something about gathering. And actually, if you look at the Old Testament, the Jews had this rhythm in their yearly life where they'd go, and 3 times a year they'd go to Jerusalem to worship in the temple, and they had these long pilgrimages. So they had all these special times where they had these special experiences with God. And for many of us, this time of the year is special because this is the time of the year when we would be planning or going to a festival where we'd meet with others to worship God. And as a church, a lot of us go to New Wine, and that's amazing because we go to a tent where there's 7,000 people and everyone is worshiping God. And in many ways, you journey in that week because you have so many times where you're worshiping God with others and listening to encouraging stories and sermons, that after a week you kind of focused again on who you are as a Christian and who you're called to be. And this year we can't do that. And actually we're doing New Wine online, and I really encourage you to see some of the talks and engage with what's happening. But the fact that we can't worship with others and don't have those special times with God might be really affecting our spiritual life. And we need those kind of peaks and those moments with God. And if we're not going to have them by meeting together in church or not in the same way as we used to, then we have to find other ways in which we can experience God, in which we can meet with God, and we can have that depth. So I'd really like to encourage you during this summer period to try and find either a day to have a retreat and go somewhere and just spend the day with God, or have a retreat at home where you just focus and spend time reading and praying and worshiping God. Or even if you have young kids, as I do, just once in bed, spend an evening with God and just spend a good amount of time worshiping God, opening up the Bible, maybe using your prayer journal if you have one. If you don't, I really recommend you to have one. And just spend a deeper time with God than usual, because we need those experiences. That boosts our faith and that helps us to continue. So I really encourage you to do one of those things, but just try and connect with God in new ways, because for a while we can't connect as we used to. Thank you.